So, when we were starting this series, like, before we started, I figured out you could rename your pet. So I named my dog Cat, and they're getting confused. Like, people watching this can't handle it.
They're trying to find your cat.
Yes.
Like, it says, cat, where's your cat? It's like... I mean, we've established that some of your audience isn't good at obvious jokes.
I mean, I'm not even sure if that's a joke or just, like, me being obnoxious for no general good reason apart from because I can.
I mean, you've had people feeling the need to clarify that you didn't invent the concept of wanderlust. It's like real comments that have happened. Oh shit, sorry.
Somebody was, like, very legitimately saying... Or not very legitimately saying, but, like, very earnestly saying that, like, the Wanderer existed as a Dark Souls class before my channel existed. I'm like, the word Wander has existed for ages.
Yeah, it was a two-tier thing of, like, it was immediately silly that he was trying to clarify that something called Wander wasn't based on you, when already the title of the game, of your video already said that anyway as a joke, but also he felt that, oh, we have a time limit. He also felt the need to very specifically cite Demon Souls of all games as having a Wanderer class in 2009, and I'm like, what? First of all, why is that your go-to? And second of all, like, it's a word. It's just a word, a real word. That's all you have to say. Oh well.
When they focus on me, it's okay. If we can get pets that are specifically ranged in the future, I think we should do that, because that ups my damage output pretty heavily.
Oh, because does getting a hit make you do more damage?
No, but I can keep hitting them with my AoE.
Oh, because they're all focused on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know if do you know if ranged pets exist?
I'm going to assume as such. It seems weirdly out of character if it didn't.
But I've got a badass wolf.
You know what I hate?
What do you hate, Wander?
And NVIDIA is just like, you have new drivers available. By the way, we're not going to automatically close this window until you manually do so. You better do so. Otherwise, we're just going to have this tiny little transparent window in the corner of your vision for the rest of ever.
I don't think I've ever had a Radeon. I mean, NVIDIA.
Really?
Yeah.
They're fairly good cards, as far as I can tell.
I think I've always had ATI. Is there a weird... Whoa, that was weird.
I have no idea where these people are. I probably should have read the quest log a little bit better.
I got an invincibility potion, I think. Death to the skeleton man thing. Oh, no, he's coming this way. Go away! Oh, he heard something. Really, you heard something. Was it the part where I hit you with spells? Dummy.
Oh, never mind. Escort. Wait.
He did.
I feel like we've done fucked up.
There's little gems on the ground. Have you made a terrible mistake, Wander?
They call it mine. No, never mind. No. It's not telling me what my current quest is, so I can't exactly figure out what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, there's only so much mine, so I figure we'll just find whatever it is.
Yeah.
It looks like a hallway anyway. Unless that one room we skipped was the mandatory one, and now we're screwed. Oh, what the hell?
Fuck was...
Don't play in that.
The shaman leader just resurrected all of the goblins.
Oh. Okay, then we have a target. You're shaman.
As far as I can tell.
Who's a dead shaman?
There we go. Oh, my healing spell is expensive. Can I bust that up? Can't. I see all these, like, crystal carts, and I'm just like, let's bust it up, and the answer is nope, can't do that.
My everything's starting to feel expensive at this point. Could really use some regeneration, if that's even a stat.
Well, you get the... You do, actually. That's your next tier.
Sweet.
It's like tier 4 is regeneration. Yeah.
I can't blow up the dynamite?
I have no idea what this time limit is for. I really should have read the quest.
We're gonna run out of air. I don't actually know, but that sounded convincing, right?
Well, worst comes to worst, we fight our way out. Actually, it'd probably be easier to teleport to the...
Oh god, creepy blood shrine. Okay, bye.
Yeah. I can pay soul charges to boost that up, but I'm not doing it because...
skills.
I feel like there's supposed to be miners stuck on this floor.
Oh yeah. Special point regeneration rate increased. Sweet. That'll be a big deal. I'm coming, I'm sorry. That just seemed like an important thing to grab as ASAP.
Alternatively, Satari in chat believes that there's nothing here, so I'm not entirely sure what that time limit is. Because this game legitimately will not tell me what the current quest is, and I was kind of speeding by it because I don't read in collaborations.
It still looks scary when it happens, even though we've established what it means. Ba-doom!
Yeah, the big red beam of death just popping up. If you can aim for the shamans, by the way, it makes life easier.
That's like an insta-kill Binding of Isaac thing.
Yeah. Alright, is there...
God damn, I'm doing 200 damage per hit.
Quest log, nope, that's hunting.
Quickly, Wander, we're running out of time. Oh shit, I accidentally teleported backwards.
Still don't know what it is. Oh well.
Well, don't know what it is closer to the objective. There's only so many ways to go, right?
I mean, I think wait.
You're running into a wall?
I thought I was you.
I can see how you can think that with my charming good looks and robot-like appearance.
I mean, mostly it's just the mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
We failed a quest.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, bye.
Oh, kicks us out. Let's go talk to this guy. Actually read it this time.
It didn't even actually run out of time. That was a dick move.
Oh.
I'm gonna feed my chihuahua.
Interesting, so it was actually like a one-time quest.
Oh.
Let's pop back in there, kill some more goblin warriors, and then keep going.
Ooh. I got something with damage reduction and more SP than I already had. Thank you, armor. Pachoo!
I'm stuck on nothing.
Too bad we don't change appearance at all.
Yeah.
Look at the sweet new armor that no one knows I have.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always... Like, I understand why they don't do it in this case, but I really wish they did.
So we just
shit, what's this thing? Did
we just not charge through it all fast enough or something?
I don't know. I should have been reading. I could go back and, like, check and post. But I remember something about, I remember something about, like, workers... Here, let's not go that way this time around. Let's go just this way. We only need to kill a couple of warriors.
It just adds another time limit to the screen.
But there was supposed to be a bunch of, like...
failed to do.
There was supposed to be a bunch of miners that were, trapped in the caves. And they didn't really accurately tell you. I just knew they were on, like, floor 2, and that was it.
Well...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I'd like to say I'm proud of you, but...
Let's be honest, you would do the same. You would have done the exact same.
Well, I do normally read things.
According to Cradle, no.
Dirty monster.
Did you see, like, how angry some people were getting about, like...
Well, mostly one person was getting really mad we didn't do the flower thing correctly. My chat thought it was adorable. Yeah, they were quick to clarify that and I kind of remembered right afterwards too, like, oh yeah, they did kind of say to aim it properly.
Yeah, they really did.
But I thought I thought that was just coming down to the fact that you have to properly aim at the flower, otherwise it comes off, which was very easy to observe.
Why does this priest have way more health than its minions? I don't know about you, but my experience with priests is usually the minions die real fast.
Yeah, it does kind of make you wonder.
Faster.
It does kind of make you wonder why he has minions if he's more powerful than all of them combined.
Okay, let's go back to
another level.
Outpost.
God damn.
Yeah,
you're leveling quickly.
It has kind of an interesting curve where, like, you level really fast every time you get to a new area, and then it slows down. It's like this kind of schizophrenic bell curve.
I'm happy to get more regeneration for sure. Because goddamn, it's been slow. Oh, another copy of the same armor.
Damage, nice. Alright.
Whoa! I'm going from a helm with 13 SP to a helm with 150 SP.
Nice.
That's an upgrade. God damn. Pays to check your inventory every now and then.
Blue stuff is worth a lot, though. That's kind of nice.
Someone's watching me get rid of all these crafting materials right now and just tearing their hair out.
That would be me!
But I've got to feed my dog. He's adorable, and he's gonna be real powerful.
I'm waiting for a better one. Unfortunately, all of the pets I'm getting along the way are just purely, like, bandits.
Yeah, bandit just sounds like a confusing thing to have as a companion.
Exactly, which is why I'm not doing it. Alright, what's the next one? Emeralds and crystals.
Emeralds and crystals? At the same time? That's impossible.
Alright, so we gotta collect this from the bandit that stole it. Alright, easy enough.
Alright, I'm coming.
Oh, you slow shit. You can teleport all you want. You're still slow.
My dog's back up to level 9. With 1,800 hit points. Yay!
So I've got Scrappy-Doo, you've got Scooby-Doo. And I just feel bad about myself in all ways.
I got the better option there.
Oh, hello. Puzzle!
Who would ever want a Scrappy?
I mean, if you hate the universe.
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's one of these puzzles.
Yeah, it's a Bioshock.
How do you feel about Pipe Dream?
I was thinking Bioshock.
Well, that's what it's from. I think that was the go-to thing people... You weren't very good at Bioshock, were you?
I mean...
That was the go-to thing that people would refer to when Bioshock came out, is talk about, oh yeah, every time that you hack, you play Pipe Dream.
I didn't really plan this one out. I was just kind of going in the wrong direction.
You're like, oh shit, it's actually a puzzle.
I guess if I did get the bandit ice tosser, I would get a ranged companion. But if we're going to be fighting bandits, fuck it. I don't want to do that. Oh, we got an ambush.
Does it ever feel lore-breaking to you how often games will use the same puzzles across several different games like that? Like, here's Pipe Dream / the Bioshock hacking minigame in the middle of Wanderlust. Or like, yesterday in Dragon Age Inquisition's like second DLC, the new one, they straight up have the puzzle where you have rings that you put on top of pegs, and you can only put things on top of ones that are larger than them, and you have 3 pegs.
I remember
you have to take them from left to right.
That was from Island of Dr. Brain, as far as I'm concerned.
Like, it's the same thing that people call the quote-unquote IQ puzzle, because they have a bunch of arbitrary IQ tests.
Yeah, I guess I don't mind it in this circumstance, because it's not a major, like, element to the game. You know?
It's kind of hilarious to randomly see in the middle of Dragon Age of all games.
It's true,
it's like,
yeah.
Dragon Age is a super recognizable puzzle.
Dragon Age is weird. It would make sense within, like, Grimrock, though kind of lazy.
Yeah.
In this case, I don't mind it just because this game is kind of weird and doofy and genre mixing anyway.
I mean, Grimrock has a rock, paper, scissors puzzle. they'll do anything.
That. It was dumb.
You never beat that, right?
No, I didn't. I came to visit you and then ran out of time. Yeah. And then tried recording it at your house, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, that was pretty much the only thing you were recording at my place, besides Demon Souls.
I think I tried doing an episode of Runers, and it just didn't work. I don't know.
Die, all of you! We tried to play Runers with Andrew on Sad Games, and it crashed.
Yeah,
like 20 minutes in.
I was really disappointed about that. I liked that game.
That was one of those go-to cases where I'd question Andrew's decision-making in some cases. Of like, we spent 10 minutes staring at the character creation screen being confused by how freakishly detailed the number of options is, and then played for a few minutes, struggled, and then the game crashed, and the video ends, and he uploaded that. I'm like, really? I would definitely chalk that up to as a failed recording. I was pretty confused that he chose to go with that at all. I mean, obviously you didn't keep that footage.
I think I still have it. I just have chosen that I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah.
There's no reason you would actually upload that, because it's just a garbage video of just an utterly failed attempt to play a game.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But then again, that game was... Like, multiplayer was just slapped onto that game as an afterthought when they realized that their game wasn't popular enough.
Wander, that's the indie way.
It's true, but like, Vagante's adding it just because, you know, the local multiplayer was so popular.
You should tell me when you're trying to leave, because whenever you were in town and you're doing stuff, I just start going through my inventory stuff.
Just in your menu.
And I can't see anything.
I just made it there. You're actually fairly on the ball, surprisingly enough. I'm trying to think of like games where it's like actually legitimately an issue.
Oh, no, that's a different puzzle.
It did? I don't see it at all.
You don't see this puzzle here?
Nope. I just see a bunch of like face-down platforms.
What?
Here, you do it this time around.
Okay, why not? Now if I fuck up, no one can see me fail. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh, wait, can you you can't rotate the gem piece. Weird. So like half the pieces on this board are completely pointless, because you can't use them. Oh crap, I'm pressing space the wrong number of times. There we go. That was easy.
There we go. That's my face cam positioning. Right above the attacks.
Confusingly, there's 2 rotating spots right next to the starting gem, but you can't rotate the starting gem, so they're pointless. Like, there's no reason you'd use those tiles. It's weird. Because the gems automatically are outputting in a specific direction, making entire parts of the board completely pointless.
Did you get a reward from that one, or no?
1,000 experience.
Huh. I didn't get anything. I'm curious about that.
Did you get some last time?
Might have been a bug. Yeah, I got experience last time, but I also got a loot chest and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think we both got the loot chest. But I don't know if I got experience last time. Maybe that's why it showed up for me this time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I got experience this time around either, so I wasn't paying attention. Can you teleport? You can.
Yeah.
There really needs to be a sprint key in this game.
Come at me,
plebe. Just like a hustle. Out of curiosity, did you ever play Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
No. That's the co-op one that's kind of like this, right?
Yeah, for the GameCube.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do, like, co-op in that one, but the problem is, like... Let's see. The problem is, like... Yeah, getting people, but you also needed Game Boy Advances to do it. Because it wasn't just controllers, it was just, like... you legitimately needed, like, Game Boy Advances, as well as, like, special cables that were, like, 15...
Nintendo...
Yeah.
They just go so overboard. Like, they get away with so much stuff that people will get mad at every other company for, but it's okay when Nintendo does horrible, like, money gouging practices.
Didn't you just say, come at me, bro?
I said, come at me, plebe.
Okay, close enough. That guy just said, come at me.
I said it because I teleported around and then got to watch you run in a giant circle to get to me. I'm like, I can celebrate this. Oops.
I'm the spirit of efficiency, walking very, very slowly. I do feel like the melee characters should run faster. No, the multiplayer section of the game was kind of amazing, because like it was a really, really pretty and polished game. But the problem is, like, apart from like having to get this stuff, you also had to force one character to carry a lantern throughout the entire level, which was dumb. So, like, you always had one person that was just like, I don't get to play.
Have I discussed with you already, like, what makes me just feel really gross about Nintendo right now?
What?
It's like, it was already bad enough last generation that they had 15 different peripherals, and, like, you needed 4 different controllers and, like, 5 copies of them in order to just use your console properly for most games. But, like, now they made the Amiibos, which are these little nightmare devices that are... They're just, like, they're the worst mixture of day one DLC and even exclusive DLC you can't buy half the time. Like, everything about them is bad, because they're a limited quantity DLC. And, like, that means if you buy any Nintendo game for the Wii U, like, a few years late, like, if you want to have, like, I just got my Wii U and I want to explore the back catalog. It's like, well, you can't get the Amiibos anymore for all these different things, so I guess those whole chunks of the game are locked away from you forever.
Are there actual, like, major game chunks that are locked away? I have yet to play a game with an amiibo, so
if you get Mario Party 10, the start screen is like, here's Bowser mode, here's, like, classic Mario Party. I think it's called Mario Party. So there's Mario Party, Bowser Party, and then there's Amiibo Party is one of the 3 options on the start screen. And it's a whole different board type where you customize the board and take away chunks of it and rearrange things. And each amiibo has, like, different special abilities that affect the board. Like, that's one of the game's 3 modes, and it's locked behind. You better have the amiibos, because if you want to play that mode, you have to have an individual amiibo that's compatible with that game for each of your individual players. So you have to have 4 amiibos that are all primary Mario characters, basically.
I guess I'm not terribly broken up about it, just because that doesn't sound like it's that, like, have to have.
But, like, you're already spending $50 or $60 on the game, and that's one of the 3 settings on it, and it's just going to sit there and taunt you as a thing you can't play forever.
That is hideously dickish. I think I would be more annoyed if they, like, came out with, like, Hyrule Warriors and said, by the way, here's, like, a whole mission pack that only works with,
oh yeah, that's Splatoon.
Amiibos.
Splatoon's, most of its single-player campaign is locked behind the squid amiibos You need the Squid Boy, Squid Girl, and the normal squid to unlock all the different mission packs for that game. And it got really bad because in the UK, the shipment that carried basically all of them was stolen. So that entire region of the world just couldn't play that entire part of the game.
Yeah, that's dumb. Like, I feel like Smash Bros. Handled the amiibo thing well.
Yeah, which is just, like, you get weird AI things.
You get weird AI things that learn and, like, get really good, and that's kind of a problem. But still, as opposed to, like, actually locking your shit. Like, if you're gonna do that, have the amiibo come with the fucking game.
Yeah,
don't just, like,
it's
lock
barely
that
even
shit down.
In that case, it's barely even real content. It's just sort of like a weird quirk of AI, which is pretty passable.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it's mission packs, it's pretty gross. But it's everything people complain about with other companies, because it's not only is it DLC for a game, it's limited quantity DLC tied to physical goods, and it's day one DLC by the very virtue of its existence, which is like that's by definition content cut from the game. And it's like that's everything we've complained about for the last 7 years from like EA and Activision.
And they're doing it.
That's that's every Batman game's disgusting number of retailer-specific costumes for their character.
To be fair, they do end up reselling those later as part of the Game of the Year edition, which is a little bit more acceptable.
And then to make it worse, of course, amiibos just disappear forever.
Yes.
And what makes it gross is now we're going to get games that we've already played forever, but now the new versions are going to have amiibo shit cut out of them.
Wait, what? Did you teleport over there, or did you spawn there? I don't know what just happened.
Yes, I spawned here, and it's very confusing to me.
That was just jarring. I'm like, oh, hey, how'd you do that? So, Mad Gizmo in chat mentions Skylanders. What do you feel about the Skylanders sort of toy character series? Same way?
I feel like it's almost more passable when that's literally the game.
Yeah.
Like,
so for me, it's more passable just because it's like... Yeah, it's one game, but also, like, the characters are not that different. And, like, in buying the game, you get, like, 5, and the 5 are just as good as all the other ones.
Like, Skylanders is only as gross as...
so much.
Skylanders is basically the same type of gross that, like, Pokemon games are, where it's like, you gotta buy the 2 different versions in order to get everything. Like, as a weird price gouging measure, but it's not nearly as gross as Amiibo, like having long-term ramifications of having huge contents of huge amounts of content locked away from you forever for the rest of this console's lifespan of video games. Like, the scale's huge and different, because you could easily just not give a shit about Skylanders, and it has no effect on you. But if you don't give a shit about Amiibos, you end up finding out that it's screwing you out of stuff in your games that you do care about.
Yeah. Like no, I think I'd be much more annoyed about that sort of thing.
What's really nasty sounding right now is that there's a new Fire Emblem coming out, and Fire Emblem, a major part of its gameplay is that you find all the different ways to recruit new secret like characters by interacting things and finding
if they're selling amiibos,
there are amiibo to get these Fire Emblem characters that are the only way to get those characters.
Okay, I'll be honest.
It's the worst case scenario.
They've already been doing that though. Like, did you play Fire Emblem Awakening?
I didn't know. I mean, I played a few. I played a few missions. I didn't get into it the way that I did like back when it first came over here.
It's I mean, it's Nintendo DS, but like, it had, I want to say $60-70 worth of DLC.
That game had DLC?
Yeah, it had a lot of DLC. In fact,
I did not notice. Maybe it wasn't there yet when I played.
No, it was probably there. You just didn't notice because they don't it's very hidden, which is kind of nice. Like, it's not very in your face, but you miss out on like a bunch of exclusive missions and whatever, which is like, all right, whatever, who cares?
I admittedly have a massive blind side that is all of digital content on the Nintendo consoles, mainly because it didn't exist for a while. Oh, hey, Titan Souls.